Because of home rule, we are able to develop strategic partnerships.
Home rule is what makes us work so well.
We want to congratulate the Florida League of Cities in celebrating and recognizing 50 years of home rule.
Home rule.
Home rule.
Home rule.
In 1845, Florida became the 27th state to join the Union. We had just over 54,000 residents and only a handful of cities. Back then, the state government held all the power, not us, the local residents. In fact, no local action could be taken without permission from the state. In the 1860s, this power dynamic was reinforced by Dillon's rule, thanks to Judge Forrest Dillon, the Chief Justice of the Iowa Supreme Court. Over the next few decades, as the population in Florida's cities rose, so did the number of local issues that needed solutions. Take traffic control signs. If a city wished to erect signs during the era of horses, wagons, and the newly created automobiles, you first had to get permission. Local officials had to lobby the state legislature for a special act and then spend years, sometimes decades, waiting for it to pass. Change came in the early 1900s. States began to adopt home rule provision. Now, some local governments were allowed to set local rules and enforce them without their state's approval. These cities could also make the necessary changes to their laws as their city grew. In 1968, Florida became one of those states. 50 years ago, this year, the people of Florida changed the state's constitution to unequivocally declare that government closest to the people governs best. And they were right. Today, our state has a population greater than 21 million, with more than 400 cities, each with their own unique personalities and needs. Home rule gives us the flexibility to create fair, effective, and responsive policies unique to our individual communities.
In Wellington, we host the world's longest running horse show. It's the Winter Equestrian Festival, and for 3 months of the year, we have as many as 18,000 horses within our municipal borders. It's unique, and that's why cities are so important.
Welcome to the city of Hawthorne. We have a long-standing tradition of gaining the input of our citizens to develop a vision for our community. Because of home rule, we are able to develop strategic partnerships to deliver for our community.
Welcome to the beautiful village of El Portal. Our tree canopies and tree planting enables us to remain and stay as a Florida Bird Sanctuary and Tree City USA, which is why people choose and want to live here. The Florida legislator, whose home is located almost 500 miles from here, should not be able to rule on this. Local issues are best addressed by the people in the community who are part of local government.
Florida is not alone. All around America, we're seeing attack on home rule through preemption on minimum wage, paid leave, anti-discrimination laws, even municipal broadband. This is a trend throughout America. It's important that local leaders understand that their responsibility to lead local, think local, but also plan local. The Florida League of Cities is making sure that home rule and the preemption of laws of local authority is on the forefront of political leaders in the state of Florida.
The 50th anniversary of home rule is happening now, and it's something to celebrate. We can't just let this milestone pass us by. We owe it to the people that fought for it, and we owe it to our future generations.
You have to stay engaged at all levels, but I think the key relationship in Florida is our relationships with our representatives and our senators. Home rule is our ability to personalize the buildings, the roads, the connections we make. I'd like to challenge all of my Florida elected official friends to embrace this cherished concept of home rule.
We are local leaders. We are elected by the citizens in our communities, and we need to stand up.